Hey there. I remember what it was like to be you. I was a new mom and I was trying to figure out what I could do to increase the amount of milk that I was pumping so that I could better feed my baby. This also works if you're not pumping. If you are just directly breastfeeding your baby, this will also increase the amount of milk that you're producing and the quality of the milk that you're producing. So whether you're pumping exclusively, you're pumping while you're at work and then breastfeeding directly at home, or whether you're only directly breastfeeding your baby. This is going to be some very useful information. This is part two in a four-part series. Part number one, you should watch. I'll put a link down below. It is about hydration. And hydration, when you're breastfeeding, is way more complicated than you realize. So definitely check out that video. I've got all sorts of tips. It is way more than just trying to drink water. So I just want you to know that if you're just trying to drink water, you're definitely going to want to watch part one after you watch this part two. Part two is all about nutrition. And I have been very passionate about holistic nutrition and wellness. I've been reading books on this topic since my early 20s, my late teens. I have a bookshelf just covered in books on nutrition and wellness. So it's something that I'm super passionate about. It was something that I was able to draw from when I was trying to understand what I needed to do to increase my milk production. And so I want to help you help your baby because I remember when I was first pumping at work, I went back to work way too early. Oh my God, this was horrible. And I was trying to pump milk for my baby and I wasn't getting the amount of milk I wanted. Oh my God. And then I was trying to watch YouTube videos and I couldn't find anything but complete garbage that was trying to sell me stuff on Amazon that I didn't need. I want to help you really actually figure out how to help your baby and how to increase your milk production. So let's get started. One thing that I read a lot in forums when I was starting out is people didn't realize. A lot of moms were like, what? I have to get how many calories? You need to get between 2,000 and 2,800 calories a day when you're breastfeeding. So if you're exclusively breastfeeding that baby, or you're exclusively pumping and you're not supplementing with formula or anything else yet, yeah, you need to be eating a lot of food, enough food to make food for the child and feed yourself. Also, I need to make sure you're getting a ton of calcium because calcium deficiency is real. You can be sucked dry of calcium while you're breastfeeding your baby. And so I'm going to tell you some really cool things that you can do to increase the calcium that you're getting in your daily diet so that you don't have calcium deficiency, which can lead to bone loss. It can lead to tooth problems and a bunch of other crud that you don't want to deal with. I don't want you to deal with it. You've got to take care of yourself just as much as you've got to take care of this tiny little human that you're taking care of. All right, so calcium. Oh, this is my favorite. This right here is Chobani Greek yogurt, and it's an excellent source of protein. It's an excellent source of calcium. It's a little high in the sugar, this one. They have a lower sugar version too if you want to try to do that. But this one's really tasty. Very tasty. All right, another thing you can do that you didn't know maybe, almond milk is an excellent source of calcium. So is oat milk. Who knew oats and almonds have calcium in them? I was surprised when I found it out. Another thing that has a lot of calcium in it is broccoli. There are actually a ton of fruits and vegetables, leafy green vegetables like spinach. Spinach. And I don't like kale, but kale and spinach have a ton of calcium in them. And so you want to start fortifying, just filling your daily routine with these sorts of things so that you're bolstering the calcium content for your child, but also for yourself. So then, one thing I do every day is I make a smoothie. I make a smoothie with almond milk a lot of the time, or oat milk, or another thing that's really, really, really humongously great for breast milk production. This is one of the best things you'll ever try. Even if you don't like the flavor of it, you should drink the out of this because it will seriously skyrocket your milk production. Coconut water. Now, if you don't like the taste of it, because some people don't, I like the taste of it, but if you don't like the taste of it, you can put this in your smoothie in the morning. You won't even notice that you're drinking it. But for a single serving for one person, I would do a cup and a half of coconut water, almond milk or oat milk, or a mixture of whatever. Sometimes I do almond milk part way and coconut water the other 50%, but a cup and a half. And then, okay, phytonutrients. That's a fancy word for nutrients that come from fruits and vegetables. Phytonutrients. Um, this one right here, is not the one I always get that has the greens in it, but there's this brand. It has one that's protein plus greens, and you can get a lot of phytonutrients from that. Another one that I'm crazy about. Oh, I've been doing this one for a long time. Organic superfoods. This one right here, I've been buying it online for cheaper now. I used to get it at Target, but Target, they kept selling out of it. And I hated going to Target and them not having it. So now I've just got it on Amazon, Subscribe and Save. I'm not currently affiliated with Amazon, so I'm just telling you this to tell you this. I'm not making any money off of telling you about it. Okay, so then if you have a cup and a half of almond milk, oat milk, or coconut water, and a scoop to yeah, a scoop to a scoop and a half, a scoop's probably plenty, of those phytonutrient dense protein powders. And then you'll put in one banana, half a banana, however you want to do it, and some frozen fruit. One thing that I found is tremendously helpful when you're a busy person or a mom, or if you're just a human being that has a hard time using all the fruits and vegetables before they go bad in your refrigerator. Frozen fruit. Seriously, you can't go wrong with frozen fruit because it doesn't go bad in your freezer. It's there when you're ready to use it. But I use this every day. These organic strawberries, very cheap at Trader Joe's. Strawberries, mangoes. Oh, pineapple, just whatever frozen fruit you want to throw in there. Blueberries. If you're going to do blueberries or strawberries or blackberries or raspberries, do make sure you buy the organic because the other ones are really pesticide ridden. It's not good for you. It's not good for your baby. It's not good for the world. It's not good for anybody. So organic if you're going to do berries. But like I said, you can usually find those for cheap at Target or Trader Joe's or probably other places that you're shopping. But yeah, just blend together some frozen fruit, however much of a banana you want, the cup and a half of the oat milk, almond milk, or coconut water, and a scoop of protein powder. And you're starting out your day with a ton of calcium, a ton of phytonutrients, just a bunch of stuff to bolster everything you need to up your milk production. So the smoothie is definitely the number one thing I'm doing most days out of the week that's helping me. Another thing you can do is just load up meals, whatever you're making, with more fruits and vegetables. So I make soups a lot, I make casserole dishes, I make stir fries, I make all sorts of different things. And I just have a freezer full of organic frozen vegetables so that when I'm cooking, this stuff's already washed and ready to go. I just have to pour it directly into what I'm cooking, and so fast, so easy, and I'm just loading up my meals with vegetables that are going to give me the nutrition that I need. Because you need to eat 2,000 to 2,800 calories, but I'm not talking like potato chips and mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese and grilled cheese sandwiches and all the delicious things. You have to really load it up with fruits and vegetables too, so that you're getting what you need and the baby's getting what they need to be getting all of the nutrition. Oh, another thing, prenatal or postnatal vitamins. You should definitely, if you're breastfeeding, still be taking a prenatal or a postnatal vitamin. There's something called DHA that you can get in these vitamins. Not all the prenatals and postnatals have them, but if you get one that has DHA, it's going to increase the fat content, the healthy fat content that's in your breast milk. It's really good for brain development. They've done a ton of studies on DHA and baby brain development. You will have a baby genius. I promise you. I'm telling you this because I care about you and I care about your future baby genius and the contributions they are going to make to the world. Prenatal or postnatal vitamin with DHA. Definitely be taking that daily. Another thing is when you are a new mom and you go to the pediatrician, they often are like, hey, you need to give the baby vitamin D supplements if you're breastfeeding them exclusively. And you get these little drops. And I mean, you probably already know about that. But another fun fact is you can take vitamin D yourself, and then that supplements your breast milk. So if you're taking a vitamin D supplement, I have these gummies that I get from Amazon for cheap, and I take one of those every few days. Or if you're taking one a day, that's probably good too, especially in the winter. And if you live in the Pacific Northwest like I do, where there's no sun right now, yeah, vitamin D, definitely a good thing for your breast milk, but also very good for your brain, your health, your well-being. Great for your immune system. You're less likely to get sick if you're taking vitamin D supplements. So definitely try to take vitamin D along with the prenatal or postnatal daily. Okay, so another fun thing that will help your milk production this is something I learned from a friend who took nutrition in college. And one thing her professor in nutrition told her is you should eat your water. And I was like, what does that even mean? My friend said, oh, it means that you get a lot of your water, your hydration every day from eating sources of food that are very dense with liquid. So, like watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumber, strawberries, it's like juicy things. Grapes, organic grapes are great for this, but also soups, salads that are loaded up with a lot of moisture, stir fries, things like that, that are just really moisture dense, are going to help increase the electrolyte balance along with the amount of hydration that you're getting. And that's going to increase your milk production, seriously. Okay, now this is my big finale right here. When you're a new mom, you are going to see advertising for the Milky Milky Mama Luscious Booby Bars. All those bars and cookies and brownies and things that are like, oh, buy these expensive prepackaged things. And they are going to make your milk production skyrocket. And maybe they will, but you don't really have to do that. There's a secret trick that you can do instead. Most of those bars are just loaded with oatmeal and flaxseed. You can buy oatmeal for super cheap. Yes, oatmeal. Oatmeal with flaxseed. Both of these, not expensive at all. And yeah, if you want to just skip the Milky Milky Mama bars, you can just do some of this every day and call that your Milky Milky Luscious Mama bar and save yourself a ton of money. Another thing you can do if you don't have time to make oatmeal and you're just absolutely famished and you do want a bar that's quick and easy, Cliff Bars. Their first ingredient, oats, and Cliff Bars, totally organic and super easy. And I remember when I was breastfeeding a baby that was like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months old, and she was breastfeeding a lot, and I was going through a ton of calories, that after I would get her down for nap time, oh God, I would go bust open a Cliff Bar, and it was so frippin' good. But yeah, if you do oats, which I'm saying you should seriously do oats, you should do organic oats, because it turns out oats are one of the things that are really ridden with pesticides. So yeah, you're going to be cutting a lot of the pesticides out if you go organic. This is only $2.99 at Target. And I can't think I paid much more than that for this, honestly. So you don't really have to spend a bunch of money for the packaging that plays to your insecurities about your milk production, because you're just paying for a cute pink wrapper that says Luscious Luscious Booby Mama. And I can just draw you a drawing that tells you you're a luscious, luscious booby mama. You don't need to pay for the packaging. You can save yourself that money. I'll draw you that drawing for free. Comment down below. I'll send you a drawing that tells you you're a luscious, luscious, boobalicious mama. You totally got this. All right, so I think that's everything I wanted to cover in this video on nutrition. And I don't want to run too long because you're a mom. You have a bunch of other things you need to do. Good luck with trying to put away all those baby clothes. That's probably never going to happen. But if you like my video, feel free to like my video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below. And if you really want to help me out, you can subscribe to my channel because I could really use the help. All right, well, I wish you and your family all the best. Take care.